It's another exciting edition of the KATcast. I'm Erin Hart.
Along with Kevin Hilley.
And I'm Jordan J.
And here we go.
So young Jordan J was in a wedding
no
over
Robb
the
Rose,
weekend.
by the way, too.
Is on vacay. That man takes a lot of vacay.
Well, it's funny. I was out for two of these, and now
Yes.
Rob is out. So,
Well, see, I was going to say Robb Rose on assignment, but that was
that's
going to
even
make
more
it sound
fun.
more important, but whatever.
even more mysterious.
So young Jordan J was in a wedding.
Yes, I was. I was one of the groomsmen. It was very awesome, exciting.
Did you wear a tux and all?
I did. I had a
Oh, my
tux. It was
God.
great. Dude, I told my buddy Sam, I was like, dude, can I keep this tuxedo? I look fantastic in it.
Did he rent it for you?
It was rented.
Okay, now Jordan, reveal your age.
I'm 29.
Okay, so it's normal for people in their 20s to be in weddings all the time.
Yes.
Remember a couple years ago when I was a bridesmaid at 44?
Yes. I also remember you looking fantastic.
Go
at that
fake.
wedding.
Only things I get to go to now are funerals. So
Oh, that's not true.
That's not true. You still go to weddings,
You've gone back east for a couple of like nieces and nephews' weddings.
yeah, I know.
So when it comes to weddings, what are your favorite things when you're attending versus things that you really don't care
You know,
for?
mine's going to be. Come on.
Let's be
you love
honest.
the food.
You got it. It's the food,
right.
man. What are we serving? And I'm telling you, my wife's side of the family, when they have a wedding, they have a blowout.
Yeah?
Oh,
I
yeah.
mean, it's
Yeah.
like just this side of the royal wedding with the
Wow.
food, the cigars,
Oh, yeah.
the
See, we had
band, everything.
We did that too.
Yeah.
My buddy, of course, after everything, he's like, "Do you want a cigar?" I was like, "Well, I'm not going to sit there and deny a cigar.
Yeah.
You're going to buy me one? I'll smoke it with you."
So a coworker of ours, she had a wedding just a week ago or so, and the husband and I went, and I tell you what, he's still talking about the food. Because they did pulled pork, they did some sort of chicken that was like marinated in some sort of like Italian seasoning, but it was like, he just kept going, that chicken was so juicy.
Oh yeah.
Chickens usually aren't juicy at weddings. And I'm like,
You got to get the recipe.
was there other stuff there you like?
And I feel like most people do like the food, right? That's like
Yeah.
most people go to the weddings. They're like, yeah. Oh, young love, and then they're like, but also the food.
Well, the other thing that I like to is, especially if you get like a really good band up there, or the DJ too, for that matter.
Okay.
But man, get out there and start doing the dancing, because I'm telling you, and again, most of the weddings that I go to are my wife's side of the family, because she
Okay.
comes from a really big, she's one of 9.
Yeah.
So they're kids and nieces and nephews. I mean,
Sure.
it's like about every other week somebody's getting married, okay?
Right.
Or having a baby, as the case may be. But we do this every single time. I've got a nephew who is, he just turned 40, but he's like, I am Uncle Kevin to him, even though he's really like my second cousin.
Unky Kev.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But anyway,
yeah.
but I'm, old enough that, so anyway, we dance together at every wedding, and they look forward to it. They go,
Oh, yeah.
oh, here comes Kevin and Chris. Here we go. And we're doing like the Funkinator stuff.
Yeah.
It's like
I'm sorry, what is the Funkinator stuff?
just the moves. I
Oh,
mean.
my.
Like
See.
uptown funk and stuff
Okay,
like that.
okay.
yeah.
See, my friends, they always try to get me to dance all the time.
Oh,
every
yeah.
time. I have to get a little bit more liquid courage in my
Yes,
system
ditto.
before I'm on, in the dance floor.
Yeah.
Exposing myself.
I need no booze to embarrass myself.
Oh, we know.
Yeah.
We are fully aware of that. Well, is there anything that happens at weddings or weddings that you've seen that you're just kind of like, they could do without that?
Yeah, like, let's talk, man. I get it. You're in love.
Sure.
But it's like when I stand up there and like it's a 20-minute soliloquy from the preacher about how long I've known the two of you and you grew up and now I'm watching. And it's like, I know, I get it, man. You're close to them. But it's like, come on, dude, there's food waiting for us in the reception.
So something I've noticed, and it tends to be with younger people's weddings that
Yeah.
I've attended,
Yeah.
which is just about everybody I'm aware of these days. There's the whole entrance from the bridal party. Like they make a big to deal
Oh, yeah.
to do
We
about
had
it.
to do that too.
Okay,
yeah,
like whether they're dancing as they come in,
Oh, that's
or,
right, that's right,
or they
yeah.
take a shot out of their shoe, or they do all kinds of
Right.
wacky stuff. Like where I come from, you just walked in, you sat down because you knew the sooner you sat down, the sooner you were
Yes.
getting food.
Right, exactly.
See,
exactly.
and we did that too. They had the whole like crazy thing. Here's
What'd
the
you
thing.
have to do?
Did they have it planned? Yeah.
No, we had to come up with it on the spot. But here's the also.
This was improv.
Yeah.
This was an
Yeah.
improv wedding.
But I'm so glad I was paired with the bridesmaid I was, because I call her my partner in crime.
Was she
during the-
cool?
for the
Yeah.
wedding. She was.
Yeah.
She looked at me and she goes, "We're not doing anything going in here. We're just going to wave." And I was like, "I like you."
We're just gonna wait.
Yeah.
So everybody's expecting like a big dance number,
Well,
and
here's
you
the
guys
thing.
are just like, hello.
Yeah, well,
hello.
when we were talking, we were like, we've both been in so many weddings. We're like, we do this. It's just this all the time, so we're like, we're just gonna go and wave. That's all we're doing.
The couple in front of you are doing like handstands.
Oh no, the couple in front of us.
I thought you were going to say the hand jive. I was like, dude, Hilley,
They did like a little jig, and then they high fived, and we were just linking arms, like waving at people, like we were royalty or something.
That's
like,
great.
Yes, this is the king and queen.
That
How
is
are you
great.
doing?
You know, the last wedding we went to, this was at my nephew's wedding, and we're sitting there in New Jersey, and again, very, very fancy wedding. This was an outdoor wedding, okay?
Yeah.
Okay.
And it was like, I don't know, it was comfortable. It was like probably 130 degrees, something like
Ooh.
that, you know. And we're sitting there, and it's like everybody's all sweating and everything, you know. And there was a baseball game, a very important baseball game that I wanted to see. And my wife, she goes, okay, you can't be watching that game on your phone. I go, I can and I will.
Oh.
It'll be silent.
Yeah.
And it's sitting in my lap while I'm watching, you know. And
So this is during the ceremony.
pretty much, yeah. And so, hey, it was in my lap. So, and then during the reception too, for that matter, you know, because I'm sitting, and my sister-in-law, my wife's sister, okay, how do I put this? She had already enjoyed several adult beverages. So,
Okay,
she was quite brave already. So she takes my phone and kind of snatches it away. Ooh. And I'm like, Carol, those are fighting actions right there. And I grabbed it back from her. We almost had a tussle in the reception. It
Okay.
didn't happen, fortunately.
Okay, in the reception, that's okay. I thought you were going to say during the
During,
wedding.
like, the
I'm
actual
no. But
Okay.
but I'm sitting there and I'm watching the game. I was very quiet with it, and they're saying all their sentimental words up there and everything. But so everybody was happy.
Yeah.
So the last wedding we went to, which was the one I just mentioned about, the fantastic chicken, the husband wanted to watch the Notre Dame game. So here we're already sitting, down like the main floor, and he's got his phone. I go, you can't do that. Come on.
Oh, sure you can. Yeah.
And I go,
technology
look,
makes it possible.
I go,
Yeah,
look,
yeah.
I said, if you're going to do that, I said, we're going to do it somewhere where when the bride and groom comes in, they don't see you glued to your phone. So there was like a loft area. And I go, we're going to go up there. I said, that way you can watch in peace. You're not offending anybody.
Yeah.
We're not going to offend somebody because I don't care what he does. I just didn't want somebody to say something and then he, freak out about it or something like, it's Notre Dame.
Yeah.
I got to watch it.
If I'm on the other side, I wouldn't be offended though. If I see somebody, if I've put on a wedding and I see somebody, I'm like, hey, you know what? He's happy. He's enjoying himself.
Here's the thing, though, too. Like during wedding, and I don't know if you agree with this or not, but like during weddings, at least most of them there's a lot of hurry up and wait. Like there's a
Yeah.
lot
Oh
of
my
you're
gosh,
waiting
is
for
there?
the bride, the party to get there for the
Sure.
reception. You're waiting and gathering for the party to come down
Yeah,
and do the
I know.
wedding. But even like being on the other side of that, right? Like one of the groomsmen, we did nothing but wait. So we got there. It was like 11:30. Okay, we got to get dressed out, and then we wait for an hour. We take pictures for a long time. We come
all
back
the
in.
pictures. Oh my gosh,
That's
pictures.
that's on. If I have like my number one complaint is the pictures at weddings. There's too many. So even at my own wedding, like after like the 3,000th photo, you're kind of just looking at it. I'm like, I'm hungry. I want to go eat.
I think we've gotten this from every angle. Okay.
I was going to say, so when the husband and I got married, it was a backyard wedding. And my best friend's sister is the one who took pictures for us. And I think we took maybe 40 shots. We did it before the wedding, before anybody was there. Done.
No.
Yeah.
My wife and I, we were way too poor when we got married. My mother-in-law paid for the reception itself, and like everything, the food and the booze and everything. It was at American Legion Hall, but we couldn't afford a real photographer. My friend Bob, he goes, I can take you pictures. I go, okay. He brought a camera. He took the pictures. It wasn't much more than, it was just a little 35 millimeter camera.
Yeah.
But he took them and, I don't know if I'd call them professional, but we still have them.
Well,
you know what
same.
I'm saying?
I mean,
It's
we didn't have a professional photographer.
Yeah.
Linda did an awesome
And
job.
he made up a little book,
Yeah, yeah. It was fantastic. And she made us look good. That's all that matters.
Yeah.
For one day, we looked like, we were all put together.
I will say, my buddy that just got married, this was the fastest wedding I've ever been to.
Right.
I think the rehearsal that we did the night prior took longer than the actual ceremony.
Oh, yeah.
I kid you not, if it was more than 10 minutes, I'd be surprised. This thing, it was like,
Can we do the wedding like this?
We sped
Yeah.
run the wedding. It was crazy. Even my buddy Sam was like, it's done? What in the world? Why'd we wait so long,
I will tell you one thing that happened at our wedding. So my side of the family, my mom and dad, didn't really know my wife's side of the family very much. Really, basically, the first time they met was
Yeah.
at the wedding. Okay, both sides come with plenty of baggage. That's all I'm saying. But at one point and my parents were divorced at that point. Her parents were divorced at that point. Mm-hmm. All of a sudden, during the wedding, her mother gets up and starts dancing with my father. And we're like, oh my gosh, I remember the line from Ghostbusters, don't cross the streams.
Oh my gosh, you guys could have been brother and sister.
What's that?
You guys could have been brother and sister. If they would have started dating, you guys could have been like, this is my wife and stepsister Donna.
But to be fair, you could be like, we did this first. Hey, okay, this isn't weird. You all made this weird.
Right.
You made this weird. Yeah. Exactly. Yeah.
That's right.
Hey, if you have any wedding, anecdotes or stuff that you remember, even from your own wedding or somebody, if you want to say anonymous, that's fine.
That's okay. Yeah.
Shoot us an email, catcountry, that's K-A-T, catcountry, at mailzimmer.com. And who knows, we might use your story in a future podcast.
Yeah, absolutely. And if there's ever something else that you want us to dive into, we're always looking for suggestions.
Oh, yeah. Sometimes we run out of ideas, surprisingly.
Yeah.
No, that'll probably never happen. But yeah, shoot us an email, catcountry at mailzimmer.com.
Do we get Robb Rose back for the next podcast?
We do.
We
let these off for some reason.
When was the last time all four were together?
It's been a couple of weeks.
It'll be 3 weeks.
3 weeks.
Yeah,
wow.
we were together for the first one, and then we've done the other 3 as a trio.
Yeah. Wow. Okay, well, there you go.
At least you two are becoming veteran at this point.
Oh, you're fine.
Yeah, we're good. We're
Gosh,
good.
I'm kidding. Better.
Better
is a relative term.
That's right.
It really is. That's another edition of the KATcast with yours truly, Kevin Hilley.
Erin Hart.
And Jordan J.
On 94.3 Cat Country.